guys, what's going on? T Reaper here, back again with another video, and we are back once again with another What the Fuck Happened This Week. Thanks everybody so much for the first episode, viewing and, everybody showing that they were interested. I will do, this will become an annual thing. I will do this every Friday, and it will pop up sometime on Friday. I can't really, predict the actual time frame, but probably either in the morning or in the evening. Shout out to everybody who's still shows consistency and shows viewership and love for this channel. I really do appreciate it. It takes a special type of person to deal with somebody like me, so I appreciate all those who comment, who give their feedback, and moral support is also really appreciated. Thanks, guys. So what the fuck happened this week? Well, I did what I said I was going to do, and I did watch that Inside Xbox episode 2 or episode 3, I forget. It was the State of Decay episode that was just last week. During the whole Black Ops 4 debacle, and I didn't have time to watch it. I finally just finished watching it, and I'm like, Microsoft doing Halloween, auditions for the next, it, because that State of Decay, Escape Zone, those are some fine actors, even though those aren't actually actors, but it's kind of funny how, everybody complains and everybody bitches about how Microsoft doesn't show interest in their first party. And you don't notice it until you actually pay attention to it. And then you actually pay attention to what everybody is bitching about, which I think is really funny. And this time I did pay attention, and this time I was paying attention how many times they reference, third party, Call of Duty, the whole shebang. I like the whole concept that the thing that really got me was the No Man's Sky thing. That had me almost not watch the whole thing because that thing was so boring as hell. That dude really sounded like he didn't know what to say on stage, even though it's been out a while, and even though he could be a little bit more informationalist, give us a little bit more information instead of saying yeah, that's what we're doing. It's a lot more easy. It's a lot easier to make a game than talk about it. You could tell that dude was just thrown up there, and it was totally totally out of the blue. Also, the social people that the Microsoft has going for them. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I'm old. Maybe it's because I don't want a girl and some random dude reading my tweets. But it's kind of funny because that's not the same dude that is actually on on the Major Nelson thing every week. So it's it's a different dude. It was just kind of funny. To say the least, like I said, it's hang on. Sorry about that. I had to check my comment section. Shout out to the guy who was first to comment on my my Battlefield in Black Ops video. He was the first one to comment 9 in the morning as I'm recording this video, and he was actually pretty funny. So shout out to him. So it was just kind of weird. I'm not sure if I dig that. I'm not sure if Microsoft knows the direction they're going, but I did notice something as I was doing all the these videos, and as I was reflecting all week long, how Black Ops 4 no longer has a regular season pass, how Battlefield 5 no longer has a season pass, and I kind of have I kind of have a theory. This is a theory. This is not factual. This is just what I think. I think Microsoft strong-armed Activision and EA into promoting, better equality, multiplayer experiences throughout all. Because Black Ops 4 doesn't have a season pass, which means, they will not be restricted by, content, by timed content. and Battlefield is doing the same thing. So I'm kind of curious if everything is going to follow suit, and like, you know, they kind of found an indirect way to stop, you know, them giving a damn about money. But then again, I mean, who doesn't actually give a shit a little bit about money at the end of the day, especially if it's Microsoft, and especially if it's Battlefield and Call of Duty. So yeah, I mean, that's not necessarily the best way to save money, but I understand why you did it. You did it for the fans. You wanted the fans to have a better time, you know. And like I said in my last video, for COD, with zombies, you'll still need the season pass, but for regular multiplayer, you won't, which is a positive thing, so I won't actually need to buy one. Because as long as I have my multiplayer maps, I'm fine. I'm not a fan of zombies. And Battlefield, you know, I very rarely do I get to see premium pass, but sometimes I do. You know, it depends on the year. You know, it's just amazing. But anyway, so sorry, that was me just reminiscing about you know, what the hell happened last year. But like, seriously, what is going on with like everybody's, like, I won't say bitchiness, but why is everybody complaining all of a sudden? I don't get this. I seriously don't understand why everybody is suddenly just now honestly complaining. To give a little backstory, I have been a part of this community since around late 2015. But I've been, you know, I was a viewer first, so I watched everybody's, you know, habits. I watched what everybody talked about. I paid attention to the circle before I joined the circle, so to speak. And you know, we kind of have this trend, and I touched on this a little bit in the other video. We have this trend where, you know, if we run out of things to talk about, or we run out of things that touch our interest, we go back to what made us, you know, basically the famous, you know, people in the first place. And that's when we, you know, bring up old grudges, we bring up old, you know, stigmas, we bring up old, you know, issues that still bother us to this day. And one of those issues is legitly that I've been seeing all over the goddamn place, and I'm not even joking, like everywhere. Someone is talking about this everywhere. Is the concept with gold with Xbox Live Gold. You know, why do we have to pay for this? PC gets it for free. All this fun jazz. And yo, shout out to Mr. Red Dragon. I don't know the dude personally. I do watch his channel from time to time. Yo, this dude could not try any harder to sell you a PC if he was legitly stuck to an Nvidia card. I am sorry. This dude was trying so hard to sell me a PC. Yo, dude, you need to stop while you're actually ahead, because trust me, you're not going to get me to play games on my PC. I'm sorry. You're not that good a salesman. I'm sorry, Red Dragon. I'm just bursting your bubble right there. Not that good of a salesman. I'm sorry. It was entertaining, it was funny, but, you know, you were trying a little bit too hard. You know, it's kind of like how Z tries to, you know, convince everybody to go diabetic gaming. Not going to work. But, you know, valid attempt, and it's the same concept with, you know, other, you know, people I see in the community. Shout out to Mr. Boomstick. You know, Mr. Boomstick did a wonderful, you know, a wonderful topic about the adaptive controller. He did an awesome job about why gold, you know, should be free. He made a whole bunch of, you know, interesting topics and points this week that I agree with. You know. And, you know, most of the time, sometimes I watch people's videos, and if I can't disagree or agree with you, I won't like it or dislike it, or I'll just leave it there, and I'll just give you a view. But if I actually agree with you or I disagree with you, you'll actually get a dislike, you'll get a like or a dislike from me viewing it. And sometimes people come up, some days people have really good points, and then some days they have really shitty points. That's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting across. Like, everybody's bored right now, is everybody's just trying to figure out what sticks. You know, me is no exception. You know, I like doing these videos. I legitly love my job. I legitly love my $10 coffee. But you know, some days, you know, it's best just to be gaming and just to enjoy yourself and not worry so much about, you know, the platform on which you play, and, you know, forget, you know, try to imagine that none of that exists outside of you and just have a carefree day, you know. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just kind of funny. What were the some of the other things I grasped? the this is this is going to address some future trolling in my comment section, possibly. Okay, I'm gonna bring up just so I have a better clarification of where I stand. So if I'm gaming on something, I'm gaming on it because I have some devotion to it, so to speak, or some dedication to it, so to speak. So like I play games like COD, I play games like Halo, I play games like Destiny. I don't play Battlefield that much. I really don't. I'm not a big fan of it. And I honestly actually never have been. Right from where I was little all the way to now. I've owned all of them. I've played at least them all at least once. But they never really stuck. And they don't really stuck because, the guy in my comment section brought up a really good point. He was talking about realism and how COD doesn't really capture that realism. That's actually a really good point, and that's actually really true. Battlefield is the best place you want to go for a battlefield or a battle simulator. Realism, like shit, no joke. But COD is also where you want to go to have fun. So I kind of stand with both. I'll play both. I won't necessarily be totally dedicated to Battlefield, but I will be, totally immersed, at least to first prestige, on every COD that comes out. A couple videos ago, you saw me playing Black Ops 3. I actually did something really stupid in my first year of Black Ops 3. I actually reset my level without prestiging. So I got to the point where I got all the way up to where I was ready to prestige. I didn't know how to press prestige, and I accidentally pressed the reset button. And once I had done that, I didn't want to go through all 55, all the levels again. So I just left it there, and I just abandoned it for I think what eventually became World War II, because I didn't really play that much of Infinity War or Infinity Warfare. That game was, besides the story, it was horrible. But yeah, every year I usually try to go to at least first prestige or higher, depending on how much dedication I have to it. But Battlefield, it never really catches for me. So for all the ones that say Battlefield is better, than COD, it all comes down to preference. And I have a really big feeling after I drop that video, I'm gonna see a lot of those comments, which is kind of why I wanted to address that in this video, because I'm gonna be like, if you guys come with that argument, just know that it's a matter of preference. It's not, it's not my preference. My preference, the utmost Jesus on this earth is Halo. The second right hand to God, or second right hand to Jesus of Halo, is Call of Duty. And then the left hand or the Disciples or anything that catches my interest afterwards. So it's always Halo first, and Halo has to be FPS. It can't be an RTS, because if it's an RTS, I don't necessarily count it as an actual Halo game. With that stuff with the Inside Xbox, with that arcade, game, that's cool. I'm sure if I go to a Dave & Buster's, I will definitely try it, but I don't go to Dave & Buster's very often. That's the concept of owning your own, your own personal console, so you don't have to go to the arcade and spend loads of cash. You can just spend loads of cash on a disc and just play it to your heart's content at home. But that was a good idea by 343 to make that arcade game, because I'm pretty sure certain people can't afford an Xbox, or they can't afford the traditional Halo experience, so they'll get in an arcade where it's so much cheaper to actually play it, which is a positive thing, and then it's going out to everywhere afterwards. But yeah, I'm not much of a Battlefield person. Always COD, always Halo. I really hope that what I found out about the Infinity War, or what the rumor is about Infinity War making Modern Warfare 4 next year is true. I doubt it, but that would be kind of interesting if that was true. I'm kind of nearing the end of my my Tethra, or my plateau of gaming, ability. I probably have like 1 to 2 years left in my system, if that. But after that, I don't know actually what I'm actually gonna do. I just hope I'm able to play Kingdom Hearts 3. I hope I can play Red Dead Redemption 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and hopefully the Halo 6 that everybody keeps wanting, and I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting, but time will tell. But will it run out before I do? That's the question. And then everybody is, up in arms over the whole Battlefield, freaking, female protagonist concept. That stuff doesn't really bother me. I don't really get upset over that kind of stuff. You want to have a female protagonist, fine. Do it to your heart's content. That's not really an issue. It's more of, it's kind of more of an issue when, like, more and more girls tend to act superior over over other gamers, because they're like, oh, my likeness is in the game, or we're girls, we suck at games. And trust me when I say not all girls suck at games. I know a few of them that are really good at games, so trust me, they don't all suck. But it's not. It's been a guy geek for like forever. So girls are just starting to come into the scene, and some of these women gamers are actually really freaking good. Just depends on who you play and what game you play, which is the other concept. But before I wrap up, I just want to thank everybody for watching this channel today. It's been about Inside Xbox, my thoughts on Battlefield, why I don't I'm not a fan of it, and pretty much just thanks so much for watching this. And next week, what is next week? Next week, I don't think next week is E3. I think the week after it is actually E3. E3 is in actually 2 weeks. So it's 2 weeks before E3. They say it's going to be a 2-hour show. I'm waiting to be impressed, Phil. I'm sorry. I'm still waiting to be impressed. And impressing me is almost never easy. But I am ready to, mount the guns at my job. I'm about to, do a nice 30+ hour week, and I am ready for that caffeine. We're looking at 10 turbo shots on one of these days, people. But this is Reaper. I hope you enjoyed my nice, what the hell happened this past week. I'll be back next week with another episode. Stay tuned on Monday. I'll have another video coming up shortly. Thanks so much for watching. This is Reaper, and I'm out. Pieces, guys. Thanks so much.